Hello and welcome to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and today we're going to show you something else with our strings and crumbs. We're going to be working on the crumbs today and I'm going to show you a technique called English paper piecing. Now I've searched through all the videos on our channel and we've never covered this topic, yet I made a promise a long time ago to cover it. Now we're not going to cover it in like great detail, but I am going to show you how to make the little hexagons, right, so that you can manage your crumbs better. So come on in, we'll show you a way that I do it, and there's several other ways to do it too, but come on in, we'll get started on it. Okay, for this project you're going to need some, square-ish, rectangular-ish pieces of cloth, right? And now I'm just going to show you kind of what I have out of my go bag. What I do, first off, I use these things to make my hexes, right? So I make hexes, this size of hexes. Now these are, I believe they're 1.5 inches, and this one is 1 inch, right? And I have a whole bunch of little hexes somewhere here. Here we go. There they are. And now I also have gotten a larger hexie machine that basically you put your cardboard in, your papers, and you press. You can also buy the stuff that's already preformed, ready to go. Hexagons, these are 1.5 inch hexagons. And then you can also buy the Marlar ones, and this is a 2.5 inch hexagon. Now, hexagons are measured from point to point, right? So there's 2.5 inches across here, right? Manufacturers that do these things, these ones, they measure from this far point to this far point. So this was what creates some issues. But like I say, I made a whole bunch of them and we made a huge project. We'll put a picture of the quilt that was made with these ones in the video right here. But basically, this is a perfect little scrap buster. Now, I'm just going to move all this stuff out of the way. There's several ways to do hexes. The way I was taught, you can use glue, like glue sticks. You get a glue stick, Fons and Porter glue stick, or a Soline glue stick, and you can use glue. Elmer's school glue also works. This is a more expensive way of doing your hexes. You don't have to go through that much expense. Now, I was taught to do them with thread. And this is what I am going to use. This came out of my go bag, right? So when I go somewhere, I have enough glue. Now, I do make the traditional flowers and whatnot as we go through. And I mean, you just put them all together in crazy little fun little things. But I use... this is also what I make. This is a pin cushion that's all been made out of hexes. I could show you guys how to make. This is just some random hexes. I use thread and a bit of thread conditioner, of course. And, what's here? And I collect, if I see stuff like junk thread like this, that, comes in, like at thrift stores, that comes in these sewing kits or whatever, I grab that because that's perfect for this thing, because I just leave my thread in. Some people, when they're doing this, they go through the paper. I don't. See, I just go around. Let's see if I can get this closer. I just, I knot off and then I keep going around and, just do a stay stitch back and then just go to the next one. So there's no stitching on the top. Some people, what they do is they were taught to do this corner and then go through the paper and the cloth and then come back up and do another stay stitch. It doesn't matter. This is the way I do it. At the end, I just pull out my little papers, rip them out, and I'm done. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I will show you very quickly how to maneuver all of this. And hopefully I have a needle threaded. Yes, I do. Which is so much fun. There we go. And I got a couple of soap pins. This was actually a cute little, fun little project. And this is just filled with bag scraps. This little hexagon flower. Now, what you do with this is you make a quilter's knot, And this thread has been conditioned because I can feel the texture of it. And then you just roll it once, twice, 3 times. And you hold on to the knot, and then you pull your needle through. Just like that. And you end up with this cute little knot. I don't know if you can see the cute little knot. You have a cute little knot there that's going to hold. Now, so let's grab one that's already done, or like a press that's already pressed. So I'm going to find a one that's kind of the right size. So this is kind of the right size for this. Now, it's a little on the big side. Now, I have a couple of choices. I've got a 1/4 inch. I want to make a rough 1/4 inch. And some people don't trim. Some people do trim. I'm a trimmer because I'm trying to fill a footstool. So I trim. Now, I've just got this. And you just kind of push it in. And then you push the one side over. And you finger press it in place. Push the next side over to create a joint. Just like that, right? Now, you're going to bring your needle up from underneath and then make 2 little stay stitches to hold the fabric in place, right? And then you're going to move to the next little corner. And you're going to fold it over, make a little stay stitch, 1, 2, right on the corner, right? You can see that. And then, oh, we're running out of room. And then, oops. And this is just cardboard from magazines, you know, like they have ads or, you know, any kind of cardboard that you have lightweight cardboard, not heavy stock. It's kind of like cardstock almost. And then another one that gets flipped over. Now these are perfect to, you know, sit and watch TV while you're doing this, because this is kind of a low thinking thing to do, just to make little hexies. Now, and last one, I'm going to put 3 in, and I'm going to make a knot, a granny knot, and like that, and make another one, and clip my thread. And there is my center. There's my little hexie. That's how fast they are. So you can do several of them. Now, if you want, I mean, like, you know, just sitting down and grabbing a bunch of scraps like this and doing a whole bunch of them. Now, what I do with these is I'll make little blocks like this, right? I'll sit there and I'll sew them together, these random scrappy things together, all the same way, right? Just like this. And what happens is if I want to make, let's say, a placemat, and I want to use little hexies, you know, then I just sew these little strips together, right? And they fit together perfectly. Or let's say I want to decorate an edge of a bag on a pocket. I'll make a long strip around. So that's what this looks like. Yeah, so as I work through my stash, that's what I do. I have some of these, and I'll make, let's say, 7 more of these, just all random colors out of my box, and I'll get, you know, a bunch of cute little hexies I can sew together to make one of these, right? Because you just hand them together. Now, we will do another video on how to actually stitch together your hexagons. I use a 50 weight gray thread, airfill thread. Just love this, and it's a 2600 that I use, and a little bit of thread conditioner. I use crap thread usually to, you know, sew the backs of the hexie, but I mean, this was threaded, so I decided I'd take the win. And that's all I do with my English paper piecing. And I make a bunch of them, and I have them in my to-go bag. So, let's hope you try this. Okay, so this is what, this little one here is what we made today. And we are going to do a more in-depth English paper piecing, EPP, video here in a bit. But this is what you do with your little scraps, especially your little rectangular ones. You can have a lot of fun with these very quickly. And this is what is going on the outside of a bag for my daughter. So it's going to have outside pockets. So this will be the decoration. Now, on the back, there's a pin in here, so I'm kind of trying to avoid it. A needle. On the back here, I've already removed the papers in the middle, but not the outside edge. And I won't be removing those papers until I give this a really good firm press, and then stitch them on like an applique stitch, just on the very, very edge of the sleeve of the pocket edge. I won't be doing any of this until I can get that edge, like I can just applique it on, right? So then I can take those papers out as well. Because you need this stable until you're actually able to sew it down. Now, if I were to take a black and just sew them down and make things like a placemat, I could do that too, right? Just for like a little bit of extra color, pops of color on a placemat or whatever. So these strips of wild colors do come in very handy. If you want to make a table runner, you could have a table runner very quickly. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you try to use up your crumbs this way. This method of this crazy, scrappy, bright colors is a lot of fun. It really is. So we hope you enjoy this. Oh, before I forget, in the exit video where I say, you know, thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe, there's a quilt behind me. Now, once we get past a few videos that we've been requested by our viewers to do, and there's been quite a few requests on one of them, we're now going to start on that sew along for that quilt that's behind me in the exit video. And that is going to be a fun little quick free sew along that's going to be hosted here. So if you wanted to sew along, you can come join us then. So we're going to be giving the, like for a lap size quilt or whatever. So we hope you have a blissful, happy, and creative week ahead. And come on back. We'd love to chat with you again. Okay, you take care until then. Bye. Thank you for watching our video today. We are just overjoyed with how our channel has grown. And we would like you to share, like, and subscribe these videos with your friends and other people. This is one of the quilts that we are considering at this time to do a sew along for. It is a crazy, original, scrappy design that was made with too much coffee and too many granola bars, and it's a lot of fun to do, and it is a really good scrap buster. So share, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. Our plan for 2022 is 2 different sew-alongs for sure, and 2 different case studies, and we're gonna do try and do a thing on grouping on strings and crumbs, and then another one on curves. So we've got rather an ambitious 2022 planned for you here. So, like I say, I hope you come back. Have a great week ahead, and we'll talk to you later. Bye!